Would you like to look instantly lighter, slimmer and leaner? Brilliant, because I've got all the answers coming up in this video to stop you looking heavier than you are. These tips, ladies, are going to change your life. Hello, I'm your friend Deirdre and a big welcome back to my channel, the channel for ladies over 50, and I hope you're all doing really well. Now I'm going to be showing you eight ways that you might be making yourself look heavier than you really are. Mistakes that are adding bulk to your silhouette and to the way that you look. And I'll be showing you how you can instead instantly look longer, leaner, lighter and slimmer. So let's dive straight into my first thing that you need to stop doing, which is don't wear high neck t-shirts and boxy tops. So I'm talking about tops, as you can see here, which, because it's a solid block, makes me look more square. Now, I love a crew neck t-shirt, but if your main goal is to look longer, leaner and slimmer, it's not the best shape to wear, as it adds width, not length. Now, this is especially true if you have a bigger bust, as a top like this just kind of stretches across it in a square sort of shape. And it's also even more true if you're not that tall either. I'm 5'4", just to give you an idea. Now, a light colour creates this impression more than a dark one, of course, but it's the solid block which is really what's widening you. Now, boxy tops also have this effect, as they're shapeless and they just kind of hang out at the sides, which adds width. So, what to wear instead? So do wear V-necks and open necks in your tops and your dresses and your shirts and so on. Now you can see that this top, the one that I'm wearing, makes me look much longer and leaner, and obviously it's just an optical illusion of a V shape going down the body. Now scoop neck tops also work, but not square shaped tops, because again that makes us look more square. Now you can do this with an open neck shirt as well, of course, any blouse or shirt, just with a couple of buttons open at your neck, and this will give the same illusion. So this is something that we can do to look slimmer and less heavy pretty much all year round. And of course the pendant necklace is another little trick to encourage the eye to look downwards and inwards and not across. This one that I'm wearing here, one of my favorites. This is a Monica Vinader, absolutely beautiful, really pretty, but it just gives that lovely V shape. Okay, the next thing that we need to stop doing is we need to stop wearing horizontal colour blocks that break up the body into big horizontal zones. Now this could be just wearing a top which is in contrast to the colour of your skirt even. You know, skirts are, let's say, the worst offenders here with colour blocking, because, you know, if they're shorter or they're knee length, you already have that kind of block shape. And don't wear anything with horizontal colour blocks in, for example, dresses either. You know, so what you're aiming to do is to create length, not width. So what should you do? Do wear outfits with column dressing. Now, recently I created a whole video actually on how to look slimmer by using the column dressing technique, which I will link below for you to look at after this one. It's very simple. Just wear a base of a top and trousers or a skirt or a dress in one colour, and then add a third layer in a contrasting colour on the top. And this gives the illusion of a slim column shape right down your middle. And you can really see the difference in these pictures. It can make the world of difference. So do go and have a little look at that, because there's lots of different ways of doing it. Okay, next up is don't wear too tight clothing. Now, don't wear tight or clingy fabric, you know, especially if you're carrying the weight in your midsection. You don't want to wear tight, clingy material over your belly area or around your torso, as this will just make you look wider, heavier and larger than you are. Now, some fabrics, of course, are worse than the others for this. So things like jersey fabric, for example, really does cling to all the lumps and bumps. No, but if you're a fan of jersey material, try wearing it slightly differently in a fit and flare design of dress, for example, which will just skim over the lower part of your body rather than hug it to death. And of course, what you should be doing is to wear balanced clothing. Now, the idea is really to mix looser items with a more fitted item to really create more of a balance and an hourglass figure. So my next point is don't wear bulky round-toed shoes. It's not just the clothes that can make us look heavier, it's also the effect of what we put on our feet that really counts. In fact, many of the secrets to looking slimmer, looking less heavy are to do with the footwear that we choose, at least as much as the clothes, sometimes more. And if you're doing all the right things, let's say with maybe you're doing the column dressing, maybe you're doing the V-neck, you're creating some nice vertical lines, and then you wear big bulky shoes, you're going to ruin the whole effect, and that would be a real shame because you'd end up looking heavier. It could be big boots in the winter, it could be chunky sneakers, big chunky wedge sandals. Any of these won't help you to look slim, lean and less heavy. So what to do? Well, the complete opposite. Do wear less bulky shoes. Wear less bulky shoes, an almond or perhaps pointed toe if you can do it, because the toe of the shoe is also really important, as well as the size and the chunkiness of our shoe or boot. You know, round toes just cut off the top of your foot, whereas just a gentle almond shape, or as I say, if you can wear them, slightly pointed shoes will easily give you about 2 inches more height as an optical illusion, which of course in turn will make you look longer and slimmer and generally less bulky and heavy. Now, next is also a shoe thing, one of my things that I really can't stand, and do forgive me for this. Don't wear Mary Janes or anything with an ankle strap. So in the same way that bulky shoes make the bottom of your leg and your feet look heavy, which makes you look heavier, Mary Janes or any shoe with an ankle strap has the same sort of an effect. Basically, it foreshortens your leg, making it look shorter, stouter, and making you look wider and heavier. So what to do instead? Do wear shoes that don't stop the eye at your ankle. So no Mary Janes, no ankle straps. Wear shoes that flow easily down your foot with a lower vamp and nothing to break the line of the foot down to the toe. Now this could be any type of shoe, from a ballet flat, which really looks pretty as they generally sit much lower on the foot, what's called the low vamp, or sandals of course, but be careful, don't be tempted into those ankle straps. Now my next point is another shoe point, because I did say that footwear has the power to transform us into heavier beings, or not. So don't wear different colour shoes from your trousers. When you wear shoes which are a really different colour from your jeans or trousers, this stops the eye short of your foot. As another optical illusion. So it's a bit like my last point, because the effect is to foreshorten your height, making you look shorter and therefore wider, and therefore heavier. So instead, do match your shoe colour kind of roughly to your trousers, or wear nude shoes. So as I said, match your shoe colour, or if you wear nude colour shoes, this has a really great effect. Wearing trousers or jeans in the same colour as your footwear creates an optical illusion that just makes your leg line look that much longer. The eye continues right down the leg and onto the shoes and assumes that your leg stops where your shoe ends. So this effectively gives you a few more inches in height to the eye. And it basically just creates an uninterrupted line. So for example, if you wear black trousers, wear black shoes, black heeled shoes, even better, if you can. Or as you can see, I've done here with these jeans. So back up the body, and another biggie, don't wear a thick belt. Now I know that belts in general can be an acquired taste if we're trying to look slimmer or if we carry a bit of weight. Now this is because they draw attention to the exact area that you want to look slimmer and lighter. It widens your central torso, making it look bigger by creating a big, strong, chunky, horizontal line right across the middle of your body. So the vertical slim line that you were trying to create has vanished into thin air, and in its place is a big horizontal line. Great. So what to do? Don't wear a belt, that's one option, or wear a skinny one. So if you wear a skinny one, this won't create such a large horizontal line across your body as a thick one would, which breaks it up and adds width. So as you can see in this look, the belt is sufficiently thin that it doesn't take away from the vertical lines in the trousers. So my next point is about length. Don't wear trousers or jeans that stop way before the ankle. Now, if you want to look less heavy, slimmer and longer, I'm sorry, but one of the worst things that you can wear are pieces of clothing that cut you up in the middle of your leg, like wide capri pants. Oh my, I can hear the comments thundering into the comments section below. Please forgive me, ladies, this is my opinion. If you love them, carry on. But it's not just capri pants, also any cropped trousers, and wait for it, barrel shaped jeans or trousers. Now, if I wanted to look like a clown, I'd have joined the circus. I mean, it's a real problem to look stylish, slim and longer, especially if you're not so tall, in barrel jeans. If you love them, ladies, of course, go for it, of course. And especially if you're taller, you could get away with it. But I really hope you don't love them, as they won't help you to look less heavy. So instead, what to do? Do wear trousers to the ankle or lower. So what length of trousers you wear depends also on the cut. Generally speaking, the slimmer the trouser or the jean, the more you can get away with a slightly higher hem. But I'm talking ankle length, not higher. Also, generally, the wider the hem, the longer the trouser needs to be to look balanced. But either way, if you want to look less heavy, don't wear any trousers, especially wide ones, at half mast. Now, my last one I've left to last because I figure you already know all about this. It's a no-brainer. Please don't wear baggy clothing all over. Now, if you wear clothes that are baggy all over, now I'm not saying a nice pair of loose trousers or a floaty top. Now I'm saying all over, like a bag lady. Then, like it or not, you'll look bigger and heavier. There's just no two ways about it. So just don't. And in the words of Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video, ladies. I'd love to hear from you. What do you find works to help you look a bit less heavy? Let us know in the comments below. We've got a fabulous community there. And if you're interested in more fashion and style tips, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out, and check out my other videos. So lots of love. I'll see you in a few days for more videos. Lots of love. Bye-bye.